Is the Kyle Lowry era in Toronto coming to a close? What's up, jammers, and welcome back to another episode of The Observation. Now, before we get into this video, please smash that like button and be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to not miss out on any future videos. Now back into it. Kyle Lowry, whom many have dubbed as the greatest Raptor player of all time, is the franchise's all-time leader in steals, three-pointers made, while placing in the top 5 in several other categories including points scored, games played, and free throws made. He's a 6-time All-Star and was named to the All-NBA third team back in the 2015-2016 season. His play and leadership has influenced the organization's success in many different ways on and off the court. And without him, there's surely no We the North era, and most definitely no championship. Recently, reports have surfaced regarding his future tenure with the franchise he's called home for the past 9 seasons. With Lowry being in the twilight of his career along with the team's ability to find success without him, it's begged the question that no Raptor fan has ever wanted to hear. Is it time to move on from Kyle Lowry? This past week, reports have surfaced stating that Kyle Lowry would like to play for his hometown Philadelphia 76ers in the event the Raptors were looking to deal him. An unnamed source listed the Miami Heat and LA Clippers as other potential suitors for the 6-time All-Star's services. Although Lowry's agent was quick to shut down these rumors,
a lot of the rumors and things that are written about are that's just what they are, is just rumors, and they're designed for people to kind of click on the article and on a daily basis. It happened today. With Kyle Lowry, there was a story about how he's pushing to go to Philadelphia. I mean, that's just, that's just not true. I mean, and for that story.
There is reason to believe that Lowry's future with the Toronto Raptors may be coming to a close sometime soon. With him being a free agent at the end of the season, and unlike in past seasons where the organization has made it known publicly that re-signing Lowry was their main priority, they've been a lot tighter-lipped about it this time around. If anything, the Raptors' most recent moves seem to indicate that they are ready to move forward and build around their youth. They've re-signed Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, and OG Anunoby to long-term deals and used last year's first-round pick to draft point guard Malachi Flynn. The argument to keeping Kyle Lowry has been further solidified throughout the course of the season. Much of Lowry's value comes from his familiarity with his teammates, the system in which they play in, and his ability to optimize and all that. After starting the season 2-8, Lowry called out this group's compete level, their lack of swagger, and inability to execute for long periods of time. He challenged the entire team to do better, and they did just that. They now sit 5th in the East and hold a record of 17 wins and 17 losses. Lowry's leadership and experience has been at the forefront of this resurgence and has shown no signs of slowing down yet. The 34-year-old point guard is averaging 18 points per game, just under 6 rebounds and 7 assists, while shooting a scorching 39.5% from deep. Make no mistake, they're not here without him, and any move considering the options available likely lowers the ceiling for this team. The other side of the argument is that it may be time to take the training wheels off to further accelerate the growth of Fred VanVleet, OG Anunoby, and Pascal Siakam, the Raptors' young core. The Raptors are currently 6-1 this season in the absence of their veteran, and while this is by no means indicative that the team is better off without him, it does present the idea that a post-Lowry era won't be so bad after all. VanVleet has made significant strides as a player and is having an all-star caliber year. Siakam, who is 1 year removed from being named an NBA All-Star starter, has shown steady improvement every season since coming into the league. Plus, OG and Norman Powell have grown more comfortable with increased offensive responsibility. Their core group seems legit, and these guys will remain competitive in the Eastern Conference with or without K-Low. The biggest question the organization will need to address would be how they can swing the optics in their favor with whichever decision they decide to make. The short answer is, they can't. They trade Lowry, critics will deem the franchise as disloyal, which will be amplified if the return isn't great enough. They'd let Lowry walk away for free during free agency. The critics will point to the organization's inability to retain talent, calling into question the front office's competence when it comes to getting deals done. The move with the least number of risk would involve re-signing him, but if the price is too high, we lose out on cap space and the opportunity to sign other free agents whom can be difference makers, providing an impact over a longer period of time. Regardless of whichever decision the Raptors decide to take, it will require damage control and there will be some form of blowback. Frankly, I'm of the belief that if the offer is too good to turn down, I do think the Raptors should pull trigger. If a team were to propose a deal that netted the Raptors with a useful building block that makes sense and aligns with the organization's direction, I'm all for it. Otherwise, I'm cool with hanging on to Kyle Lowry until the end of the season and just kind of seeing what happens in free agency. Albeit it is a risk, and there have been many more of those goodbyes than Raptors fans would like to have had over the last few years. But if there's any lesson to take from the ones before, it's that there's not much value in worrying over what might be when there's plenty to enjoy about what is. As a diehard Raptors fan, I would love to see Kyle Lowry retire as a Toronto Raptor, but would not fault the team and organization if they were to move in a different direction. And that's it, Jammers. Thanks again for tuning in to another episode of The Observation. If you guys like this video, be sure to leave a like, as well as drop a comment below on separate topics that you would like for us to cover. Oh yeah, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any future videos. So long for now. Peace.